Lombardi Trophy returns to the Emerald City.
What a time, what a year, what a time for this city.
The city of Seattle celebrates its second Super Bowl championship for the Seahawks.
From near Lumen Field
to the shadows of the Space Needle.
Hundreds of thousands, if not a million 12s are expected to line 4th Avenue today.
To give the champions a celebration.
12 years in the making.
10 years ago, we lost to them in the square revenge. We won. Let's go, Seattle! Let's
go! KOMO News Championship Parade coverage is sponsored by WaFd Bank, built for business.
The fences are set, the route is ready, and we're a go for the biggest party Seattle has seen in more than a decade. The 12s have turned out like only the 12s can. Thanks for joining us live here in downtown Seattle, where the atmosphere is electric as hundreds of thousands of fans get ready to celebrate our Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks.
This is amazing. The Hawks bringing home their second Lombardi Trophy with that commanding 29-13 victory over the New England Patriots, Super Bowl champs. I just like saying that, guys. And of course, now the victory parade is underway after that awesome ceremony over at Lumen Field. I'm Nico Tamurian.
And good morning, I'm Molly Shen.
I'm Steve Solis. Glad that you're here with us. Today's big parade is going to be really, it's taken over downtown Seattle, right through 4th Avenue, and it gets underway just south of here along 4th at Washington Street. It's going to continue all the way up 4th Avenue onto Cedar Street, really just a few blocks away from the Space Needle, and we have the KOMO team spread out across this parade route to give you live team coverage.
Look at all of our crews everywhere. We've got every spot staked out here for this big parade today, and we'll bring it all to you live. You're going to have the best views, too. The KOMO 4 drone will be up. It's going to be such an exciting day.
It is. You know, listen, it's been 12 years, a long 12 years, fitting that it's 12 years, but you never know when you're getting back to the Super Bowl, and that's why maybe a million people will be behind us. I love this for everybody this year. This has been such a long wait. What a special day.
You know, I was driving in this morning. We all came in extra early to make sure just that we could get in before this road closed. And at 5:30 a.m., there were already dozens of people here lined up along the parade route. Now here we are, really close to the parade getting started. It is a beautiful day. We are so lucky weather-wise, and the spirits are just so incredibly high. I think we've got the KOMO 4 drone up right now. Look at that.
That's incredible.
You know, that's just a testament. This team has such a tradition to it. Think about it this way. 4 Super Bowl bids in the last 20 years. That's the most of anybody in the NFC.
Amazing.
And that's the championship tradition, and that's why there are so many 12s out there. 2 wins now, 2 rings in the last 12 years. Those guys were so excited about it. This will be a celebration of all things Seahawks and the 12s. Every player you talk to says, we love them so much. It is literally a difference maker. It's not a cliche to say they're so loud and they make that place shake. They inspire this team, and they are going to revel in every second and every single face they see in the crowd.
I know you'll remember this, Nico. I can't remember who you were talking to, but one of the players said to you, you know, they brought it for us for the game. We're going to bring them a great parade today.
Yeah, that was Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones, the guy who has been the heart and soul of that defense, says, don't say anything about my teammates. He defends them. And that's, you know, that's the cool thing about this team. The Legion of Boom was great in their own right. They had a different thing. That was more of a chip on their shoulder kind of team. This team, they do it for love of one another. They do it for love of Seattle. It's not to say the Legion of Boom didn't love Seattle, but it's kind of a different impetus, a different inspiration, and that's why this is going to be even more special today.
Now, we want to paint this picture for you 12s who were at home and did not choose to come to downtown Seattle. This crowd is massive. We are at the intersection here of 4th and Cherry, and there have to be, at least at this one intersection alone, multiple thousands of people.
Absolutely.
But you were saying, Molly, and you're driving to work super early this morning. People were already camped out on 4th.
Right. There were chairs with people just wrapped up in blankets. I'm guessing they were mummified and asleep in there, right? So who knows when they originally showed up. And, yeah, just making sure they had the best spot.
Wow.
These pictures are all incredible. Look at this. There was a question, will it be 1 million people? I don't know if we'll officially get that answer, but it sure feels like that many people are here.
I mean, just look at the sea of humanity up the hill. And by the way, going up the hill is the smart thing to do there. But there is no open space there. That is all 12s. That is all. I see some throwback royal blue. I see some action green, some college navy. This is so darn special. Look at those overhangs, the bridges there.
This is really giving me chills. Just what a wonderful moment for our city that so many people have turned out on this gorgeous day because we're all united by this incredible team that we have been able to watch through this season and now get to celebrate today. You know, it's already exciting, and the guys aren't even here yet.
I know, yeah. The big situation, the big parade kickoff with the big ceremony down at Lumen Field just ended moments ago. But I think from what we know, the team has not yet left the stadium.
You know, let's check in with KOMO's Natalie Fahmy because she's been over at Lumen since early this morning, keeping an eye on things. Hi, Natalie. What are you seeing where you are now?
Hey, yeah, so like you guys said, that trophy celebration in Lumen Field just wrapped up. You can see, I mean, the crowds of people leaving the field, heading towards the start of the parade. Lots of energy, lots of excitement, just like this all morning long. There truly has not been a dull moment, but I will tell you, when that trophy ceremony started, even the fans who could not get inside, they were watching from the Jumbotron that you can see out here from the entrance. People were lined up on their balconies, everyone watching. The energy truly, there has not been a dull moment here this morning. That chant all morning long, so it's been great, very energetic. Again, everybody leaving that celebration and moving towards the parade.
That is so awesome. Look at that.
Natalie, kudos to you for standing there with all the 12s.
Natalie's awesome.
It's a lot of people behind her just pouring out of that stadium.
Yeah, I want to point something out, too. Listen, no matter when you win a Super Bowl in this city, the amazing sports city that we have, it's going to be a party like this. But let's remember, so many of the so-called experts, and you guys heard me saying this on the air so often, they predicted this team to have 7 wins this season. The national folks counted out Sam Darnold. They didn't think that this team, after trading Geno Smith and DK Metcalf, would be anything. And you don't think that was, inspiration for this team? It absolutely was. But I think that's also part of this, is that, listen, there's always faith for the Seahawks. There's always going to be a love. But this was unexpected. I'll admit, I'm an optimist. You all know that.
You are.
And I said 11 wins, playoff bid. But to say Super Bowl champs in Mike McDonald's second year, it's not a surprise because you always, again, have faith in your team. But to see it happen this quickly in Mike's second year, I think that adds a certain euphoria to this. That is why we see so many people at every corner of 4th Ave between the Space Needle and Lumen Field.
There are so many believers in the team, but you're right. At the beginning of the season, it's a little tough to see this point without feeling like maybe it's a bit of a stretch. But here we are, and all these fans, of course, always stick by the team in the down years and in the great years, and that just makes the great years all the greater, right?
It does.
Let's check in with KOMO's Kelly Koopmans now. Kelly, I know you've got a great overlook of where this parade is beginning.
You know, we certainly do. I am proud to say it. We've been posted up here since about 3:30 this morning. It was us and then our buddy Will over here who had a hammock. But since then, I want you to take a look at these 12s we got around us. Guys, how you feeling? All right. So right now we are on the Yesler overpass. So what's going to happen is you saw everybody who was over there at Lumen Field with Natalie. What's going to be happening is they're going to be leaving that way. They're going to be heading down 4th Avenue. They're going to pass right underneath us. I want to give you a look at some of the action we've got behind us right now. You see all these people. You'll see them lined some 20 deep in spaces. We've got the color guard set up. We have the marching band. We have the dancers behind that. You've got people climbing whatever they can get on to get a good vantage point, whether it's a bus stop or a tree. And how about in this case, how about we take you about as high up as we possibly can? Someone who has a fear of heights, such as myself, makes me a little uncomfortable, but you got folks all the way up there. And I will tell you what has been so wholesome and so entertaining is that while we've been waiting for this parade to start, people have been tossing a football, playing a game of catch, if you will, back and forth on either side of 4th. There are giant cheers when someone completes a pass. If you throw it short and it bounces on the ground, there are boos. But it's all in good fun right now. It has just been so much fun. We are getting ready for the team to pass right underneath us. One other thing that makes the 12 so special, we've been waiting a long time for this. It's not just about football. It's not just about a team. It's about everybody coming together and celebrating something we all have in common, which is loving football, loving the game, being champs. Look at this. We had someone who was handing out these chocolates, little hearts. They say have Seahawks, and she was like, you want to hand them out to people? You want to make people happy? How about this? Would you like one? That's for you. That's for you. I didn't make it. Someone else did. But sharing the love of the 12s, we're going to be posted up right here, waiting for the team to make their way down. It is loud. It is raucous. And we wouldn't have it any other way, guys.
All right, Kelly, love it. And you'll get the first good view, so we'll definitely be checking back with you. We've got a similar situation here. In terms of the people, I just turned around and, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's funny because it's been so fun down here.
Yeah. It's a sea.
But even just in the last couple of minutes, you look back.
Oh my, it's much more back.
So Cherry Street, we're at the intersection of Cherry, and there were a lot of people behind us at this intersection, but now they're almost all the way up Cherry, up the hill towards 5th Avenue, packing in just to get that view. Yeah, so this is another camera that's right here with us, and you can see that's going up Cherry Street. People can't even get to 4th, but they still have that vantage point where they'll be able to see the parade go by. This is amazing.
Yeah. They're also behind us here on 4th, which is crazy to me because it's downhill.
Right.
From 4th. So you're not going to get to see anything, but people still just want to be close to the action.
In other words, we're going to see everybody back at KOMO like tomorrow, right?
Right.
It is, it's just, listen, it could be, I think we're going to get another one sooner rather than later, but it could be once in however many years. You just got to take it in when it happens.
Yeah, we're planning on next year. Are you kidding me?
Amen.
Let's check in with KOMO's Chris Daniels now. Chris, where are you? Because you're not just standing in one spot on the parade route, right? You're moving around today.
No, Molly, we are in the middle of it all here at 4th and Pine, looking back towards Capitol Hill. And you can see it's about 10 to 20 rows deep of fans here that are trying to see part of the parade, and then on the other side as well. And if we look around, you can see they're grilling. They're grilling some dogs, some Seahawks dogs here. And I can tell you that I think a lot of people did not listen to Seattle Public Schools, didn't as well, and decided to allow their kids to skip school. I can look up here at almost every part of this intersection with people sitting on the crosswalk.
There's so many people here.
Yeah,
that's what the signal goes.
So many questions about all the things we just saw in that live shot, from the hot dogs to that girl on her phone on top of that crosswalk.
Right. That's so Seattle, though, right?
It really is.
Yeah. And as Chris was pointing out, not an excused absence from school today.
Right.
A lot of people just don't feel well, I guess.
Yeah.
Stay home.
Chris began to allude to the fact that, talking about before we launched his live shot there, but people do want those hot dogs. We got out of the monorail this morning around 8 o'clock.
Right.
And to the smell of hot dogs cooking.
They were grilling them. There's all kinds of merch you can get down here, too. I'm not sure it's licensed.
Right. Every street corner.
Every street corner has a lot of merch.
I would just like to point out, as you mentioned the hot dogs, we're at the corner of 4th and Cherry if you have any Seattle dogs.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Just letting you all know where we are.
Yes.
If there's a grill nearby, we would love to meet you and have some hot dogs.
Yes, please.
Not so easy to get here, I don't think.
No, but it's okay.
Let's check in with KOMO's Stella Sun now, who also has a great vantage point of the parade. And I don't think we can hear you, Stella. Yeah.
The shot looks great, though.
It does.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get back to Stella in just a few.
She is a 12 through and through. One of the biggest 12s I've ever seen.
Absolutely.
Have you? So a quick little behind-the-scenes story. If you're ever in the studio anchoring with Stella and there's a game on, Mariners, Seahawks, Kraken, whoever, she is cheering the whole time.
That's the funny part. Like, the game is already over, and I'm doing my highlights. I'm calling the best plays, and touchdown. She's like,
she'll be whooping
pumping
and hollering. Yeah,
I love it. It's the coolest thing. We're so lucky she's part of our awesome team. And I'll say this Seahawks team has made people do that a lot this year, because it's not just getting the championship, which is amazing in its own right. It's how they won. This was dominant from start to finish. 3 losses all year by a combined 9 points. That is crazy. You really think about maybe a couple plays happening this way or the other, they could have been undefeated. Now, we'll take the Super Bowl win any way we can get it. But you lost by 4 to the Niners in week 1. They lost 1 or 2 plays, they win that game.
Right.
They lost to the Buccaneers by 3 in October. Literally, the entire secondary got injured. 3 corners, both safeties. And then, of course, they played their worst game all year in November at the Rams, and yet they still only lost by 2 points. A Rams team that a lot of people would say, and I would agree with, is the second best team in the NFL. So this is a Seahawks team that was dominant from start to finish, and that's part of the culture of Mike Macdonald. I mean, this guy, it's so funny, you know, one of the youngest coaches in the game, 4th youngest to win a Super Bowl, and he's kind of the opposite of the oldest coach we had before, Pete Carroll. But when you get him off camera, he's loose, he's very relatable, and that's why this team bought in so quickly. And then when they have to lock in, that's exactly what they did. There was no distraction. A story about a team sale, a story about an injury, nothing could derail this team's focus as they headed into Super Bowl 60, and that's a testament to the culture that was set by Mike Macdonald, and it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Maybe some of the faces change. We know Clint Kubiak is going to the Raiders and everything like that, but the core is in place, and it's going to be really fun to watch this team for the next few years forward.
Well, and obviously John Schneider is a big part of that as well, right? Named Executive of the Year for a very good reason.
You look at the drafts this team has had, 2022, even before Mike came aboard. Of the 8 players they drafted that year, 7 of them played huge roles on this team. 6 of them regular starters. 1 more, Tariq Young, was on special teams. 2023, because he traded Russell Wilson, John had 2 first-round picks. Used him on a couple of guys named Devin Witherspoon and Jackson Smith and Jigba, guys that he would not be on this stage without. So I'm so glad you brought up John, Molly, because he is the architect. He's the reason this team is here as far as the personnel is concerned. And, of course, him and Jody putting their heads together to hire Mike Macdonald was the next piece in that puzzle.
Absolutely. All right, so a lot of you are at home celebrating, rightfully so, because why would you fight traffic? we want to see how you're celebrating. So, thankfully, you are using social media to share how you are enjoying this victory parade, and quite a few posts today.
Yeah, and look, a lot of posts inside Lumen Field, too, which is really fun to be able to see that people made it in time and got those tickets that went immediately to get in and see some of that trophy ceremony today. Keep sharing those. We love seeing it.
You're not going to see a lot of posts from the parade from your friends because the internet service down here is very spotty at this point.
As you saw, there's a girl on a light post or a traffic signal using her phone, and others are using their phones as well, so it's a little tough. Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
the KOMO News app.
Back to our KOMO News Championship Parade coverage, sponsored by WaFd Bank, built for business.
Welcome back to our parade coverage live from the corner of 4th and Cherry in downtown Seattle, where there has to be nearly 1 million 12s down here already.
It is hard to think that there's not, right? We think we're seeing people walking up who probably were at Lumen Field for the celebration there and have now made their way here to the parade route. I mean, the people just don't stop coming.
Yeah.
And I think that you think about the lore of Lumen Field, the 12s, the Beastquake, and we've had some shaking in the last couple years. Last year was Kobe Bryant with the pick 6 that set off seismic activity. Rashid Shaheed. To me, other than hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, that was the moment of this postseason. Your first playoff game, your first home playoff game in 5 years, first home playoff game in 6 years with fans there, and Rashid returns that kickoff back. My soda can and press row was literally shaking down the line. It was so cool to see. So really a celebration of these 12s that made such a difference all year.
That's such a good point about that key role. We know that the 12s get a lot of national attention for being an actual element of the game, and that is the most specific physical example of the difference they can make.
Did you guys watch, actually, I didn't get to watch any of this, but there were some snippets of the ceremony inside Lumen Field that were a lot of fun to watch on social media because we couldn't be in there. But Michelle Esteban was inside Lumen Field for this. Michelle, what was it like in there? How loud did it get?
I mean, so loud. The 12s are notorious for being loud, and they delivered today. Absolutely electric here. Just an historic day, and just, you know, so lucky to be here. The fans, so many kids not in school today. I want to show you what's happening behind me, though. Coach McDonald, I just talked to him a short bit ago. What a class act. He and his wife here getting ready to head out. They're in Humvees, and we're going to pan over to the right, and you'll see John Schneider. He's signing a hat right now. He's there with his family. They've just really been one-on-one with the fans. Doug, just pan up into the crowd here for me. We're just going to do a 180 if we can and show you the fans. They have just decided that they're not going anywhere. They want to actually escort the players, if you will, as they leave. A lot of the fans here begging to get T-shirts and hats signed, and here we go, you guys. The parade is about to get underway. We've been waiting for it a little bit late, but the fans thanking the Seahawks for an incredible season, and they just love this coach, on and on about him. He loves them right back. He's been thanking them. So the Humvees making their way through the tunnel right now. That's going to launch the parade. And here we've got just a string of LMTVs. At the helm, we've got the Army and the National Guard, and we've got coaches in these first 3 rigs that you see here. Quite an undertaking, and I'm sure you can hear the crowd behind me. And if you look farther down the field, you'll see the World Championship stage. That is where all the players were. They got on there, and I can tell you, all right, take a look. They're in celebratory mode, right, everybody? Almost everybody's got a cigar. They got the goggles on. You know there's going to be some champagne popping on this run, this parade route that's going to last 2 miles and probably going to take 2 hours, according to the city. So these are the coaches that you're seeing. And we're going to back up because we've got another vehicle looking just to the left of me. It looks like it wants to get in here. But, Doug, if you will, let's go over here and show folks. Just walk down here a little bit if we can. We've got to kind of stay out of the way. But you can see the vehicles that are lined up there, those LMTVs, those have all the players on them. And that's what these fans are hanging here for. They want to see them. They want to wish them well. Certainly have some staff members on board some of these rigs as well. And oh, look at this. Confetti much? Yeah, we had a lot of confetti here today. It was so fun to see that. The fans just absolutely ate it up. Hi, guys. All right. You're doing it. You're doing it. Love it. You got to Platoons. All right, we're going to back up
Michelle,
here just a little bit.
we were all wondering what kind of a vehicle it was going to be. So
leave Lumen Field. I'm sorry,
Michelle,
Molly, were you asking me a question?
We were wondering. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I know there's a bit of a delay and it's really
so
loud, but
here. You gotta blame the 12s. I cannot hear you, my friend. But I'll send it back to you as we watch.
I'm glad.
Your incredible Super Bowl Seahawks world champs as they head for the streets of Seattle to greet thousands, hundreds of thousands of fans. That's the very latest here from Lumen Field. Back to you.
All right, Michelle, thank you. Yeah, we want to try to have conversations, but sometimes it is
She told
not
us it was loud.
Yeah.
She told us.
She told us and showed us, right? And as it should be. Everybody is so happy. I mean, even here for hours, we've been hearing people chanting, Seahawks, Seahawks.
Right.
Nobody's going to be able to talk tomorrow.
No, and it's hard to avoid. Whenever you hear someone yell "See," you're obligated to yell Hawks.
Yeah. See! See? There you go. It's fun.
It works. It works. All right. Well, officially now we know the parade is on the way, right? I mean, they're just rolling out of Lumen Field, but it means they're coming. People have been, as we talked about how early people came out. I don't see anybody seeming impatient, though, that they have to wait for hours for this to happen. It just doesn't get any better than this day, and as long as it takes, that's just how long it takes.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people out here just kind of hanging out and talking. We've seen some people with their red Solo cups enjoying the morning a little early, but we've
it's
also
not just on the vehicles that there's some champagne and other beverages flowing.
But we have a lot to be happy about. I mean, we just saw, and we heard from Michelle, they're going to be coming up 4th Avenue here at a pace that's probably going to take them 2 hours to cross through downtown Seattle. So the 12s are going to get a chance to really get a peek, and thankfully these are some really big vehicles.
Yeah, Leonard Williams certainly is one of those guys, and heart and soul of the defense. They traded for him a couple years ago. Big Cat, you see him do his celebration where he does the press there. Looks like he had some great things to say about the 12s and this championship a little earlier on.
I just got to say, none of this would be possible without y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the way y'all took me in this year, the way y'all embraced me. I know I didn't get drafted here. I know I didn't start my career here, but I just knew as soon as I got here, this was a special place. The way y'all backed this team through the good and the bad, man, I just knew it was special. And I just got to say, it takes the team to get here, man. It takes the team to get here.
Wow.
He's emotional.
He is. He really, and that defense, the dark side defense, coolest nickname. What's really special about it, yes, there's that collectiveness, that's togetherness, but it starts with that defensive line, not to get too into the X's and O's here, but the idea that those front four on the D-line are so dominant, Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy, DeMarcus Lawrence, the list goes on, that they can get to the quarterback, as they did often to Drake May on Super Bowl Sunday. That Mike McDonald, being the genius that he is, knows it's going to happen. He can put the other 7 guys in coverage. And if you're Drake May and you had those 4 guys coming at you quickly, and then 7 guys covering all your receivers, there's no way you can win. And that's why the Seahawks have won 10 in a row and are Super Bowl champions. It starts up front with the strength of guys like Big Cat leading the way. And that was really cool to hear from him because, again, he's a guy, as he mentioned, he started his career with the Jets and Giants. That's not good. And he didn't get a playoff game. This was his first playoff game this year after 10 long years, 11 years. So to have him really be embraced by Seattle, that's genuine what he said on the stage. He's not just a playoff winning football player, he's a Super Bowl winning defensive lineman because of everything in Seattle. So he's going to be eternally grateful for the 12s and the impact they had, and this city for the impact it had on his career.
It explains that emotion that we were hearing there in his voice. And, you're talking about that relationship between all those guys on the dark side defense, but it comes right to Coach McDonald calling those plays, right?
It does. One of my favorite stories about Mike McDonald and the genius of that guy, first of all, we know how intelligent he is. He had the job at KPMG lined up before he decided he wanted to be a coach. He's just so cerebral. One of my favorite stories from this year was the idea that against the Cardinals, Tyrese Knight, he sent him on a blitz, and they sacked Jacoby Brissett, forced a fumble. DeMarcus Lawrence ran back for a touchdown. They did that twice in the same game. 2 sacks, fumbles, touchdowns. Mike said after he had never called that before. It was just in his back pocket, back of his head. Worked pretty darn well to the tune of 2 defensive touchdowns. That is the genius of Mike McDonald. That is the incredible prowess of this dark side defense.
All right, so there's a lot to talk about still. The players have yet to leave. They're now leaving Lumen Field, and we're going to take a quick break, and we hope you'll come back for more coverage live from downtown Seattle. That is our championship parade coverage.
KOMO News is brought.
Back to our KOMO News Championship Parade coverage, sponsored by WaFd Bank, built for business.
All right, welcome back to downtown Seattle for our big championship parade coverage. A live look there with Lumen Field there on your right as we zoom in there on 12's lineup all the way down 4th, right where the parade is getting going.
Oh, yeah, we can actually see the vehicles moving there, leaving Lumen Field. This is exciting. They're on their way. You know who has the first and best view of that parade? It is KOMO's Kelly Koopman. So let's check back in with her. Okay, so we can see the vehicles, I think, from the drone here, Kelly. Can you see them?
Not quite yet. What I can see right now is the marching band. So we've got a very clear view of that. I'll step out of the way so you can take a look and see down 4th Avenue, which is toward the beginning of the parade itself. Take a look. So as of right now, we've got the marching band. We have some of the dancers here. All those 12s stacked up. You know what makes it so special? You guys were just talking about Leonard Williams. You're talking about Sam Darnold. You've been talking about the road to getting here. Well, good things are worth waiting for. And I feel like 12s feel the exact same way. We've been waiting for this for 12 years. You know, we had the one Super Bowl we missed out on, and this felt like, some would say, redemption. Others would say we've been a team in contention for a while, and we are a strong team. Something that's really great about today is that this is a day to celebrate everything that it means to be at 12. I've got my buddy here, I've got Theo, and we are just asking people what it means to them to be here today and why the Seahawks mean so much to you.
Of course, yeah. So I grew up here in Seattle. I watched the heartbreak at the 1-yard line. And I left. I went to college for 4 years in D.C., and I came back to Seattle just for 4 months, and they won a Super Bowl.
That's amazing. And you were describing to me this kind of feels like a goodbye to Seattle in some cases.
Yeah, Mike McDonald patched me up, he healed me up, and he said, okay, here you go. You can finally head home.
Well, what a year to be in Seattle. It's very exciting. It is very positive. All right, guys, let's take it back out and give you another look here. We're keeping a very close eye out, of course, for those military vehicles to come on down. We are listening to Michelle. She sounds like she was right in the heart of things. We're just a little bit ahead. We're still waiting for some of those vehicles, but I want you to take a look at this football that's like slowly rolling across the road. What has been so much fun is watching people toss that back and forth. You know, it's just kind of like throwing the old back in the day, just like these guys were doing as they were kids, and now look at them. They're on these military vehicles, hoisting that Lombardi Trophy in the air, coming through downtown Seattle. We've just a few at about 3:30 this morning, and now it's packed, and we love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. So we're going to keep a very close eye on everything down here. We had some people who are on the roof. Seems to have cleared out. We heard police roof throw anything down. Some things might have been falling, but so far it seems that that's no longer going to be a problem for folks. But we've got people loaded up and down the ladders here. Everyone's looking for that perfect. Following it along.
All right. We apologize for the little bit of technical glitches there with Kelly. We heard the majority of what she was sharing with us, but obviously you'll have to bear with us a little bit today as things go in and out, just because there is a lot of demand on the system down here with what's got to be 1 million people filling up. I mean, larger than the population of the city right now in this 2-mile stretch.
Yes, which is very apparent when you look out. And we've been here for hours and hours, but looking across this intersection here at 4th and Cherry, there are people lined all the way up Cherry to 5th because they just want to get a glimpse. It's insane how quickly it's filled up.
Yeah, they're thinking, like, I guess I should have left my house at 5 this morning instead of 6, or, you know, just to get my spot. Okay, I thought maybe somebody was coming down the road, but really all it takes is a horn blaring to feel pretty excited about things. So we do have this view, though, of here they come. They're making their way. Everybody is ready to see them and cheer for them as they go by at a very good slow pace, so everybody will get their moment to see the faces they want to see and just share this moment in one huge group of Seahawks fans.
And it looks like from Michelle's shot a little while ago that they have it sort of broken up. Mike McDonald's in his own, John Schneider's in his own. The offensive coaches are in their own thing. So it'll be easy for fans to find their favorite players. I'm sure all of them are their favorite players.
Right.
But for even the folks watching, it'll be easy to find your favorite players as the parade really gets going in earnest.
And we'll see who has the Lombardi Trophy at any given moment, right? It kind of gets passed around at these events.
Just don't throw it like Tom Brady did those years ago, right?
Right, please don't do that. Let's check in with KOMO's Jeremy Harris, who is also on the parade route today. And I'm going to guess just with a few of your friends there, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's been so interesting listening to you all, Molly, because you're describing the crowds down there. Well, we're at where the parade's going to end here near the Space Needle on 4th Avenue, right at Vine Street, and it is just packed with people. We've been here all morning, and hour by hour, more people started showing up, and then I would say within about the last half hour, the streets here really have just filled up as people are coming to wait, as we now know that the parade is moving down there by the stadiums. But folks here are waiting for it, and you can see both sides of the street. One thing that's different about this parade than last time is they've actually set up these barricades all along the route, so folks can't go all the way into the street, but they're right up to the barricades, and then they're probably 10 people deep at some points all the way down 4th Avenue. So just easily, I would say, going to have 1 million people here because there is just such a crowd. Again, we're at where the parade is going to end near the Space Needle, and it is just absolutely packed, and you can just see people continuing to pour in on both sides of the road. So the State Patrol's been here. We've seen a lot of the troopers and Seattle Police and King County Sheriffs. They've all been here getting this area prepped and in expectation of the crowds, and everybody's come in. And just the environment, as I'm sure it is down by the stadiums as well, it is just so friendly, so fun. People are just loving the fact that the Seahawks, they won in California, now they're back here in Seattle, and this is finally the fans' chance to tell them thank you and to come out and support them, see them, and just sort of live through this moment all together. So still just all the way down 4th Avenue. Of course, 4th, one of the main drags here through downtown Seattle. It is just full all the way, I'm sure, from the stadium, as we've been seeing in some of the video, all the way here right into the shadow of the Space Needle. There's just tons of folks around. So that's what we're seeing here towards the end, Molly. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. One thing is we're looking at the crowd around Jeremy there. I saw 2 different Marshawn Lynch jerseys, a Richard Sherman jersey. I mean, these are fans who are not, welcome to the bandwagon if you're a bandwagon fan. That's okay, join us. But this team has so many loyal fans that go back the years. And, when Kelly was talking too, I was thinking about how Kelly and I were both covering the parade 12 years ago and how cold it was, but how there were just as many people. It is great to have such a gorgeous weather day for everyone to be out here celebrating this team.
And I want to go back to something Jeremy talked about, where he said the team had come back from California. Well, how awesome is it that they won the Super Bowl on their arch rival, the 49ers field? And I'm just going to say it. Next year's Super Bowl is at the home field of the LA Rams. How amazing would that be? Listen, you'll take a Super Bowl any way you can get it. But to win it on the Niners field and to maybe have a chance to do it on the Rams field next year, that would just end the argument of the rivalry right then and there. Really special. The Seahawks were in the 49ers locker room. That was their locker room for the big game Sunday. So listen, this is bragging rights too, because listen, in those 12 years since that last Super Bowl, the Niners have gone to the big game, the Rams have won one, been to another, and so the 12s kind of felt like, wait, we were ahead of these guys. Yeah. And they felt like it was watching them go by. But now the Seahawks are back where they belong. Seattle is the top of the football world, and it was so special to see, especially where it happened. I love it. I love it so much.
Sweet,
if you can't tell.
Well, and if you look at the odds makers looking to next season, as soon as the game is over, they have the Seahawks and Rams tied to be favorites for next season. But I will tell you, looking at this team compared to the Rams, we are in a much better position with the health and the young talent on this team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. As it gets louder here, which is really great, you think about naturally what's to come. The Seahawks are built for sustained success. Obviously, Mike McDonald, the culture, we've talked about that. But as you go into next year, most of your roster is locked down. Now, there are guys that are unrestricted free agents, but the Seahawks have the most salary cap, or one of the most salary caps, something up $75 million. They will use that to I would presume, try to re-sign Kenneth Walker III, Kobe Bryant. Reek Woolen is a free agent, Rashid Shaheed. So it sounds like a lot, but when you think about how much money they have to try and get that done, they'll be in good shape. And of course, as we talked about, know that John Schneider can draft. Yeah. So the Seahawks, with that young core, guys like JSN, you think about how young Devin Witherspoon is, and you think about the deal that Sam Darnold has. This team is built for success. Whether it leads to more Super Bowls, we can all hope and think that's the case, but this thing's going to be going on for quite a while.
You know what I keep thinking about the draft? Best team, last pick, right?
Yeah.
But John Schneider and company will probably figure out a way to get the best person.
They will, whether
right?
it's their scouting, they got Nicky Mean Warrior in the second round, or Trader John. This is a nickname for a reason. He does a lot of great things with that, no question.
All right, so there's still a lot to talk about and a lot to see. The parade's about to cross us here. We're going to take a quick break. Hope you come back and see all the action right here live at downtown Seattle for our championship parade coverage.
Back to our KOMO News Championship Parade coverage, sponsored by WaFd Bank, built for business.
And welcome back here to downtown Seattle, 4th and Cherry, where we actually have the front of the parade coming by us. We just had the color guard go by, the Seagulls. We can hear the drum line as well. And the crowd's going crazy just knowing that what's coming up next. And yeah, we're getting a look here from our KOMO drone, the only FAA cleared drone today, by the way.
Amazing. Can I tell you really quick, as we look at this, I want to talk about Ernest Jones really quick, because he was traded to the Seahawks mid-last season.
Right.
And I interviewed him at the last of the season, and I said, what is the future of this team? We were at the VMAC. He pointed to the Super Bowl banner. He said, there's going to be another banner up here real soon. 13 months later, that came to fruition. And I reminded him of that in the Seahawks celebration after the game. And he said, man, I've been calling a lot of shots this year. So he called it. Ernest called the shot. So did DeMarcus Lawrence. This team knew that this day was going to come.
Is that Blitz in the parade?
Blitz.
Okay.
Blitz.
That is Blitz. And that part of the parade is a little south of us here along 4th Avenue, probably closer to Jackson as it's making its way north from Lumen Field. They probably left the stadium a good 15 minutes ago, and they are making their way north at, I think it's fair to say, a snail's pace.
Right, but it's got to be, right? You want everybody to have the chance to really get a look in at the people that they want to see, and the players too, right? What a great moment for them to be the center of our attention like this, coming through the city, and just they feel the love from the 12s, but man, they are really feeling it up close today.
I can imagine it's been a whirlwind for these players, because as soon as they got off the field, they were celebrating, but then the very next day, a lot of these players were out and about making appearances. We saw Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker Jr.,
and that was
the third.
And that was the Legends vehicle, former Seahawks
cool.
in that one, so that's a nice touch.
Great. Yeah, that's wonderful. They absolutely happy to have them here as well, and everybody will be so excited. We were saying we see a lot of throwback jerseys here, so very exciting.
Oh, look at that. I mean, you know, that's a source of pride. I believe I see Jim Zorn there, and I think that it's a source of pride, Cliff Averill, and I think that, you know, you talk to these guys. I talked to Michael Bennett after the game, and he was like, we want this to keep going. We want what they started all those years ago to be carried and sustained success. They're wearing their 50th, all-time 50th anniversary team sweaters and Letterman's jackets there. So cool, and really cool gesture of the Hawks to have those guys here.
Yeah, it's special for those guys and so special for the fans because of the love for the team. It just goes way back, right?
That's like 100 deep right there. Look at that.
Absolutely.
How can people in the back see? But if they can't, they still get to experience it, right? The feel that is out here, the energy in the air is just like nothing I've experienced before.
Yeah, to say you were there. I mean, there are a lot of you at home watching. Either you have to work, or you've got, you know, some sort of child care situation, or maybe you just like me hate traffic and didn't want to deal with it. But look, there's a guy on a ladder.
Did he bring that, or was it already there? Is my question.
There were people bringing all kinds of chairs. Why not carry a ladder down here too? Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll tell a quick story about coming here. 12 years ago, my daughter was in school. We did not pull her out because they were unexcused absences. She booked a plane ticket from where she lives out of state now and said, I'm coming for the Super Bowl parade. This is during the playoffs. But, you know, that's just representative of how the 12s are. It's like, I'm not going to miss this parade. I'm going to be there. And there was no question in her mind that if she flew in, this parade would be happening. And
she called her shot, too.
She called her shot, too. Yeah, exactly. I'll tell her she's got that in good company with Leonard.
There was a lot of confidence, though, I think, from a lot of 12s. You know, we saw this team, especially after that Thursday night game against the Rams.
Yeah.
I think everyone then knew, like, this team is really special.
Steve, that's such a great point. And I think that when you look at there's turning points in this season, that was the sign that, okay, this is a Super Bowl contender. That loss I mentioned to the Rams a month prior when they lost 21-19 despite the 4 picks from Darnold, the team actually said that was their turning point because they played their absolute worst game and they still almost beat the alleged, at that time, best team in the NFL. That's when they knew how special they were. Like Mike McDonald was like, yeah, it stunk to lose, but like it showed us just how good we really were. They hadn't lost since. Almost 3 months without a loss, and that's really cool. Is that John Schneider?
I think that is John and Tracy Snyder. Yeah, family's riding along as well, which is really special.
Great man, great family, and he's done so much for Seattle, just so much for the autism community in our area, in addition to putting a great team together on the field for 12s everywhere.
Right, that's the main reason we know him, right? But he and Tracy do really work in the nonprofit world and with autism, and yes, they really love the city as a whole, not just the football fans. But today, it is about the football fans, all the 12s who are here.
You know, there are a lot of people who are from here who probably means a little bit more to them. Somebody who is from here on our KOMO staff, Stella's son, who is very excited, not only that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, but Stella, you have to be pumped to be here right now.
I am more than pumped. I am rocking, and I heard you guys talking about probably 10 minutes ago, rocking the old school jerseys. I guess it's considered old school. It's 12 years old now, a Richard Sherman jersey. I remember skipping school at Central Kitsap High School. I'm from Silverdale, taking the ferry over and coming to this very parade. And I can tell you from going in 2014 to now, the crowd here is even more massive. Take a look at the different positions of all of our KOMO crews, but there has got to be tens of thousands of people lining the streets of 4th Avenue right now. We have people who have been showing up at 30 in the morning. We're at 4th Avenue and Olive, so we're by the giant sequoia, the old Macy's or the Bon Marché. and that is when folks already started to line up. So it is packed like sardines. I remember last parade, they didn't have these bike racks, and we saw the players, the coaches, and folks of the Seahawks staff riding the duck boats. Throwback to that. And Marshawn Lynch throwing Skittles down. The staff mood looks a bit more controlled. We have plenty of law enforcement officers from different agencies all across the state. Folks are holding up different signs. This one says, JSN picture, I skipped school to see you. I spoke with those high schoolers over there. They're from the Bellevue area, and I told them, 12 years ago, I was in your shoes skipping senior year class one day, my senior year, to be here. You can see folks are up along the buildings as well. Those who live along the parade route, it looks like the building over, so it looks like that's the ACE parking structure. We've got folks on top of the rooftops there, on the parking lot levels, just trying to get a good vantage point, but it is packed, people to people all around, and the vibes here have been amazing. I have seen so many people that I grew up with. I actually had someone, he used to be my youth group church leader, came up to me and he brought one of his friends. He flew in from Colorado Springs. He told me that last time there was a Seahawks Super Bowl parade, he was getting ready to get deployed overseas to Afghanistan. And when the Seahawks made the Super Bowl this year, he knew he had to make his way to Seattle, and so I was able to speak with him. We have been talking with fans out here who've been waiting for hours, and the energy, you can hear them chanting right now. Anytime someone says, see, you hear a Hawks. This is definitely a surreal moment to be here on 4th Avenue and Olive. It's extra special, especially not only as a kid from Kitsap who grew up in this area, not only to see the Seahawks make their way or win another Super Bowl, it's also incredible to see the Mariners go almost all the way through the ALCS. So we're going to continue to be here. I think the parade is about maybe half a mile or so away from us. So we're going to send it back over to you guys.
And Stella, it's actually, yep, it is actually right where we are. Stella, thank you so much. I love your personal connection to the teams. We're all getting up close and personal to them now. We just have a bus going by right now. Do we think this might be some of the front office people, Nico?
You know, I'm looking in the bus. I don't see a lot of folks in there.
Oh,
I see Blitz behind the bus, though.
Okay, all right. Oh, yep. So we do. We have Blitz just coming up on us. Maybe the bus is just to help make the pathway through. As several of our reporters have pointed out, the barricades are up this year that were not as solid last year. So
there's Blitz.
And, you know, I love, we saw a moment ago before Stella's report, we saw, I'm like, look at the players.
Oh,
tell me they don't love the 12.
Yeah.
You know, we saw Mike and Stephanie McDonald. I don't know if little Jack is in there or not, but they love this town, and it was cool you saw the moment on the field with Mike and Stephanie. Stephanie's like, how was your day?
How was your day?
They're just so endearing. Blitz is the best.
There is also confetti being shot out at the fans who are standing around waiting. So, yeah, they're getting a little something out of that.
You know, I love when Blitz rappels down. The coolest mascot ever. Look at that. How does that not get you excited? We're in the Super Bowl parade. This is the best thing ever.
It's kind of a pinch me moment, isn't it? Like you step back for a second.
And we've got the Legends vehicle coming up next behind us.
Oh,
here.
yep. Okay, great. We'll be able to get a better. It was a little tough on the camera shot we were looking at to see exactly who was in the Legends vehicle. So, yeah, as they come up on us here, we'll be able to get a better picture of it.
Look at that. I mean, this is a moment that nobody in this crowd will ever forget. You were at the Super Bowl 60 parade, the dominant Super Bowl win, the second for this franchise. And I said it earlier, there's cities like Detroit or Cleveland that have never had a parade like this. We've had 2 in 12 years, and this is a moment, I don't care how old or young you are, you will remember this for the rest of your life. In the locker room after they won, I said to Reek Woolen, you're a Super Bowl champion, and nobody can take it away from me. He teared up, and he said, nobody can take this from me. And it's the same thing for these fans.
You're making me tear up too, Nico. All right, here we've got the Legends coming by.
That's definitely Jim Zorn in the black coat. I can't see you guys whose backs are to us.
Yeah, I know. Most people. Oh, look, somebody's
throw it.
Yep,
there
throwing out a football. Can you imagine catching that ball?
And we got more Legends back there. See Brian back there. Jen Mueller, the voice on the sidelines. Everybody loves Jen. I see her in there.
Fantastic.
This is great.
Yeah, this is a reminder here, as you mentioned, seeing Jen there and the rest of that team.
Oh, Michael Bumpus, former star.
It is everybody who contributes to this organization. We all know the players, the coaches, but it is a machine from the broadcast booth to the people who, you know, keep the locker rooms in shape and the front office, and everybody in this organization is being celebrated.
Speaking of Reek, there's my guy. You bet that guy's pumped up. But I love that they're mingling with everybody. That shows how much they love. They're not just sitting in the vehicles. They're not just drinking adult beverages. They want to see all of you. That's why he and I have become buddies. He's just as passionate as they come. He loves Seattle. You know, funny story, when Reek was drafted, he knew it was meant to be in Seattle because he turned on the TV in the hotel and it turned to KOMO. And he's from KOMO with a C, Texas. So he knew it was meant to be. Let's take a moment, though, to listen and take in this special scene. Executive of the Year.
And so well deserved. Right
Here's Mike.
Oh, yep. And here comes Coach McDonald and his wife here, coming right here through 4th and Cedar, preceded by Chuck Arnold, who's president of the Seahawks, and his wife Jana, and then the Schneiders behind them, and now Coach McDonald, and people are going nuts.
Next up are the offensive coaches coming down our vantage point.
What a way for Clint Kubiak to be leaving us, huh?
I got to be honest, I'd have to really do some recon there because he did the press conference in Vegas yesterday. Did he come back up for the parade? I haven't been able to see. I got to see.
Boy, I can't imagine he would miss this, right? Even though, because this is a well-deserved change for him that he was recruited by multiple teams. We're sad to see him go. Nobody could blame him, but I can't believe he would miss being back in Seattle. I mean, if Sam Darnold can go to Disneyland and then be up here serving Cane's chicken.
Oh, there's Clint. I think I see him right there. Yep, I believe that's Clint there. It's hard to see from our vantage point.
It'll be a bit of a culture change for him going from John Schneider Seahawks to Tom Brady's Raiders, but good luck to him.
And next up are the defensive and special teams coaches. Special teams, what a difference they made this season. My goodness. And goes without saying, the dark side defense.
Right. They're leading the Seahawks chant right now. They're giving us the C.
I think it was the confetti truck, too.
I saw that confetti before I could see the truck, and I thought, where's that coming from?
That's going to be a keepsake. I have a whole grocery bag full of the Super Bowl field confetti that I will be giving to all of my coworkers. But that is something, as you see it all over the intersection here of 4th and Cherry. That is going to be some cool souvenirs for fans.
Yeah, that's fun to scoop up.
Is that, I can't tell, is that Big Cat? I can't tell. We need Shannon to tell us the wind direction because the confetti's blowing every direction here.
Oh my, yeah.
It looks amazing, though, doesn't it? Flying through the air. I keep thinking it can't get any better, but the confetti actually makes it even better.
We're going to catch a piece here. Oh, it flew away from me. And we have our first bus full of players, I believe, coming by next.
I don't know about you guys, but looking at this World Champions logo, it's a little surreal. It's great to see.
I think there's going to be a lot of moments, especially in the next few weeks, where it hits you like, oh my gosh, the Seahawks are world champs again.
This looks like it might be families. Huh?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, definitely see some kids up there, and how special for families of players, of staff, of coaches to be able to take advantage of being in this parade too, because, you know, as everybody knows from any profession that you have, what happens at home is really supporting what you're able to do at the job. So being able to celebrate the families is pretty special as well.
And it looks like it's snowing here with the confetti flying in the air. The Lombardi Trophy is coming.
All right. Yes, it's at the front of this next bus that's coming up on us. Which means we've got to have players on that bus.
Yes.
Right?
I see Julian Love.
And there you see it, hoisting that Lombardi Trophy high right here at 4th and Cherry Street, tossing footballs from the top of the bus, and the 12s are going crazy. Look at those guys waving their arms like cheer more. Is it possible to cheer more?
There's Julian on the back of the bus there.
All right, somebody's shirtless.
We have players walking the line. This is what we saw earlier, walking the line in the street here. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. That makes it tougher from our vantage point to see who's out there, but how special for those fans. You know, especially the ones who were out here at 5 o'clock this morning or who spent the night out here. They're getting rewarded by being the ones right up at the barricade and being able to maybe slap a high five or something. Can you can you make out anybody who's walking by us here, Nico?
Charles Cross right now walking by, star left tackle. I'm going to stand up here. Josh Jones, offensive lineman. It is hard to see because they're on the ground. Of course, we saw Reek earlier, and there's Reek right there. And we have another bus of players. Michael Dixon on there. Abe Lucas on this one as well. Amazing moment. This isn't just sports history, it's Seattle City history we're watching right in front of us right now.
Absolutely. Oh, somebody's spraying champagne on the crowd or some kind of beverage.
Oh, we got the title belt. There's Big Cat Leonard Williams with the belt.
Love it. I think the camera we have on the air right now is our drone shot, which is giving you a great view of the parade and all of the crowd. So you might be seeing sometimes something a little bit different than what we're talking about here right at our vantage point. But yeah, we've got Oh, there's JSN, cigar in the mouth, and spraying some champagne on the fans. And with a huge grin on his face.
There it is, right there. Beautiful shot, team.
Yeah, there's Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, what an amazing year he had. Such a great player, and he's brought so much attention to Sierra Leone and his own, family history and culture, and has just, I'm looking at Smith and Jigba jerseys all around us right now, too. Definitely.
I think I'm wearing one. And he's already doing so much in our community, which is a great thing. 30-year guy, that committed to the PNW.
That is wonderful. More confetti coming by us now as well. I love that we've got DJs coming through too.
Yeah, that helps set the vibe. We've got a couple of DJs that have rolled through so far, and let's be honest. As we look around here at all these 12s taking their pictures and their cell phones and recording this day, there's a vibe that has definitely been set throughout downtown Seattle.
Let's see a lot of the support staff coming by now. Again, you mentioned earlier the unsung heroes, the thing that make that operation go every day. It's cool for them to have this moment as well.
And they're getting just as much love from the 12s as they go by too, right? They might not be recognizable faces, but everybody here knows they're in the parade for a reason, and they deserve to get the same cheers and waves and pom-poms in the air.
Exactly. You're a Seahawk. You're a world champion. The crazy part is we've had so much go by, and I still see about 5 more military vehicles and a couple buses still behind. This is an amazing, amazing show from the Hawks.
Well, and obviously it's tough to see everything and everybody, but I have not seen Sam Darnold.
Right.
So I don't know if we missed him or if he's still to come. And Nico, I'm a big Drew Lock fan, so I want to see Drew Lock as well.
We had a cool moment in the locker room as well. I mean, I'm like, hey, same thing, world champion. And this is something they've been playing for since they were tossing the ball around in the backyard.
Yep.
So to live this, we think it's surreal. Imagine what it's like for them as well.
Right, yeah, to have all these childhood dreams come true.
I've got a break in the action here. Vehicles have stopped going up 4th Ave. But man, just every time we look at this drone shot of the crowds up and down 4th Avenue, it's mind-blowing.
That's the kind of shot that we're going to be seeing for years to come, to remember this day.
Let's check in with KOMO's Kelly Koopmans. Kelly, we've had the parade coming by us for quite a while, and you're at an earlier spot. Are you at the end of the parade now, or tell us what you're seeing?
Just like that, voila, it is all but over pretty much over here. If you take a look behind me, you can see where police actually are still blocking 4th right now, but some people are kind of filling in behind that. So as those final vehicles started to leave, we saw people just kind of fill in, and that's right where officers are stopping them. But you see, there are still so many people around. They're just trying to soak in the moment. The confetti's on the ground. And we've got a whole crew of people because it's about the fans. It's about the 12s. And that's not just me saying it. It's the team that's been saying it all season long. Let's check in with Jared Roque here, quick here. What was this like for you?
It was awesome. It was like a dream come true to be able to watch us get redemption after 11 years. That was awesome.
because why not? You know what? 12s are known for their voices and for being loud. It's part of what makes us such an intimidating team, right? Now, you know, I've got some other friends with me here. Let's see here. Who should I chat with? I'll chat with you first. Would you mind telling me your name?
My name's Jay.
Jay. And what was this like for you? What stands out as a highlight?
I thought it was just really cool because the last time they went to the Super Bowl, I was about 2, so I thought it was cool to be a part of such a big thing.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing experience. Okay, I'm going to come down to you. You got the turnover chain. Yeah. I love that. Tell me what this was like for you.
It was cool for me because I'm a part of history, and yeah, it was cool.
You are a part of history, and look at your awesome jersey. You got the official Super Bowl logo and everything. All right, okay, what is this? If that's the turnover chain, what's this?
Like a hammer.
Like a hammer, that's perfect. Who's your favorite player? Would it have to do maybe with an 11 on your chest with 3 letters?
JSN.
JSN, there we go. Hey, we heard some chants going across Fourth saying JSN. Guys, it's been so great, and this is a lot of the reason why. Back to you.
Oh, love to hear it, Kelly. Thanks so much, and wonderful to hear from those fans as well. Yeah. We heard a young person there telling us, I'm part of history today. And about 1 million people can say that today. I'm part of history.
Yeah, the field of being down here to talk to the 12s. I personally have talked to a number of people that I would never probably talk to just because today's a special day. And I think those barriers, we all come together as a city under one exciting element, and that's the Seattle Seahawks being world champions.
It really is. And I love that Kelly talked to that young person, understanding the gravity of this moment. And we talked earlier about how much it means to these players. I mean, again, we talk about some of the guys, Julian Love, Leonard Williams, that have been around for so long. Jaron Reed, I love his story. Drafted by the Seahawks right after the Legion of Boom. Spent 5 seasons here. Then wanted to win a ring, so he went to Kansas City the one year they didn't win. He finally got his ring after 10 years. So this is a moment, just like all of us, that they are never going to forget. This is going to live on. We're going to see photos and videos of this for as long as we live, quite frankly. And boy, oh boy, that sea of humanity. This is just, oh my goodness. Take it all in, Seattle. You earned this. You made this place the sports city that those guys want to play in. You earned this, and it's a special moment for you to enjoy as well.
As you look at this live picture, this is 4th and Cherry, where you can see those buses coming through, and now we're going to a shot farther up the parade route where the parade continues. So kind of like Kelly pointed out, the last vehicles come through, and we actually have an exodus behind us as well. I'm not sure where they're all going to go right now.
Right.
They might be trying to hop up to see it again on a different part of the parade route or head down to the waterfront. I don't know. It's a gorgeous day, and there's lots to enjoy here. But the parade continues, right? This spot might be right around the halfway mark, so we've still got a good portion of it to go.
I'm just like the fans. I'm taking video, too, because I want to remember this. I want my little boy to be able to watch those videos all the years from now. He loves a good parade. Probably a little too young for this scene at this moment, but wow. Look at that shot. We can hear the Seahawks chant behind us. But I love that shot that we're showing right now where you just see the line of vehicles, and obviously blitz is kind of the tip of the spear, as that Seahawks defense likes to say, and the players will be following Bandit. So we've got so much more to bring you. Our vantage point may be past a lot of the players, but gosh, stay with us because we're going to bring you so much more scenes from what we're watching right now. And I love those vehicles. What a nice touch.
Absolutely. Thank goodness that we have those vehicles. Everybody can get a nice peek of these players.
And, of course, there's a Cougs flag there, just like our photographer Jim Reshke on the camera with his Cougs hoodie at a Seahawks celebration. But you know what? Supporting Abe Lucas, who was a steal of a third-round pick in 2022, and he's got a great story, being born in Everett, went to Archbishop Murphy, then, of course, played for the Cougs, and now he brought his hometown Seahawks, at least helped to bring a Super Bowl ring. I talked to him about that after the big win on Sunday, and he just said it means so much, the messages and all that, knowing that he had a hand in what is really a life-changing moment for so many of his family and friends and people he even went to school with.
How long does it take them to get those rings?
Oh, it'll be a little while because they're going to be, I mean, listen, Super Bowl ring, right? Like, there's going to be so many diamonds in there. It's going to be carefully crafted, and every one has to be uniquely designed. Like, you don't want to make it look like the Eagles from the year prior or whoever else had won in recent years. So it's going to take some time, but I'm going to tell you they're going to do a nice job unveiling it. There's probably going to be a great ceremony. It'd be interesting how they do that, because logic would say maybe before a game, but the guys are busy at that point. There will be a ceremony for that, though. All part of the lore of winning a Super Bowl, and forever, Super Bowl 60 will belong to Seattle.
Well, painting a picture for you back here at 4th and Cherry, where, as we just mentioned a moment ago, there was an excess of people leaving the area, but looking both up and down Cherry Street from 4th Avenue, people are headed down to the waterfront. They're also headed north to head out towards 5th. This parade is not over, but the traffic headed home is going to be an issue for a lot of these folks.
It's going to be something.
Yeah.
But hopefully a lot of people took transit to get here. They can take transit to get back home, right? So.
But you mentioned a gorgeous day. It's gorgeous day out here.
It's beautiful. It was so cold 12 years ago, so to have such beautiful sunshine, it just helps lift everybody's moods who are out here today. And of course, you know, as we're saying, people, you can see all the movement behind us as people leave this portion of the parade, but we've still got all those people packed in watching this part live where they are as the parade makes its way farther down 4th Avenue.
To have a sunny and 50-some-odd degree day in the middle of February is kind of like it's meant to be for the Super Bowl parade.
And really now they're in the heart of downtown. So there's going to be a lot of action going north on 4th Ave as they're just passing through Westlake Center.
Yeah, right there at Westlake, aren't they?
People are just going to be soaking it all in just as we did down here. You can see people just spread out. I saw just somebody in a shot a second ago who was
Saka, right?
on a building who was, it's Rob Saka walking there with everybody.
I believe, and we saw that Metro bus, the vintage one. I believe the mayor tweeted out that they were in there.
Oh, okay,
But
sure.
I didn't see, because like you expect a bus to be full.
Right.
So we'll have to, as it goes by this camera, we'll have to see if that's in fact the case. But Jeremy Harris is in the middle of that awesome celebration. Let's go to Jeremy, my guy. What's going on? Yeah.
Are just continuing to pour down here into downtown Seattle. We're just right at the intersection of 4th and Vine. This is where the parade is going to end, and you can see the crowds here just waiting with anticipation, and they've been asking us. They're saying, do you know where it is? And I said, yeah, I think it's going past City Hall, so we've still got a little bit of a wait before it gets to where we're at, but you can see everybody just waiting with anticipation. And you know, it always feels good to win, and the energy here in the city right now is just electric. Everybody sharing it is a very positive moment. Being able to cheer on the Seahawks back here at home after they won the Super Bowl and they are just the world champions. So you can see we've been here since really early this morning, and just steadily the crowds have grown and grown and grown. But in the last hour, half hour, as people know this parade is going to be coming down, it is just an absolute crush of people here, barely being able to move on the sidewalks. And you've got everybody in their Seahawks skiers. They've got Super Bowl flags. Everybody is just so excited, and they are waiting for that moment where they can actually see the team and then be able to just cheer them on and say thank you for what an amazing season this was here for the Seahawks, and then obviously a huge Super Bowl win. So that's some of what you're seeing. This is right in the Belltown neighborhood, right on 4th Avenue. The state troopers have done a really great job. They're keeping the middle of the road clear as that parade is starting to sort of make its way down here. We're just seeing maybe some of the first police vehicles at the head of the parade coming down this way, but the energy here with the fans is just so electric, as we've been hearing from them all throughout the morning. Folks just coming up here and saying they waited more than a decade for this moment, and they hope to see it again someday, but for right now they're just enjoying this moment of the Seahawks being world champions and Seattle being united on a very beautiful day here. Nico and Molly.
Jeremy, you talked to fans as they were celebrating the win down at Pioneer Square. I'd love to hear from anybody there with you right now, if you're close enough and can grab somebody. You guys have had the longest wait for the parade to get to you.
We have. Let me jump down here just a little bit, and we'll see if we can go maybe meet up with some folks here. Yeah, so you can see just in the crowd right now, there's so many people. Would you guys want to be on real quick? We're with KOMO. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
What is it like being down here right now?
It's pretty amazing. I've waited so many years after I was heartbroken back then that I can't name it.
Yeah.
But
right.
Yeah, I cannot say
What was it like seeing him actually win the Super Bowl and just the last few days?
It was amazing. It was like a dream come true. Like I can't even explain it. I can just feel the whole city coming together, and that just means a lot because I love love all that stuff.
And it's so great. What are you most looking forward to seeing in the parade?
I'm most looking forward to seeing Mike McDonald because I know he's the future. He's like the biggest lock ever you can ever get. I'm excited to see JSN, Sam Darnold. I'm really proud of him.
Okay.
He like got through all like the doubters and he just powered through that. That was great.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, and we will hope it's on its way. We can tell you it's coming. So it's past City Hall, and it'll be here soon.
Go Hawks.
Okay, go Hawks. Thank you. Yeah, so just very indicative of what we've seen here in the crowd today. And boy, can you see how sunny it is here in Seattle? We are in the middle of February in Seattle, and we have one of the nicest days that I can think of, and it has warmed up considerably. So not only do we have a great city with great fans and an amazing team, but we've got some great weather to do it too, and we're just in the shadow of the Space Needle here. So what an electric atmosphere here at the end of the parade route, and folks still waiting with anticipation. We've seen just in our broadcast some of the vehicles going by, and we've seen, of course, down at City Hall what you guys have seen there. So everybody here just waiting for that to arrive here. Molly?
All right, Jeremy, I love it. Thank you so much. That fan who said that one of the main people they want to see is Coach McDonald, and that'll be at the very front. So it won't be long, right? Because we saw the parade going through Westlake, so they're past that area and not that far now from where Jeremy is and the rest of those fans. And I think some of our fans who might be doubling around, hoping to just see it again.
Well, you know, and that's a great point, Molly. Think about how beloved Pete Carroll was here. And
absolutely.
It's only, and he always will be. Let's not take that away, obviously. But Mike McDonald's only been here 2 years, and he's already just forever a legend in the city. And he's got that endearing factor about him. He's a great football coach, but you watched him on Jimmy Kimmel right here on KOMO the other night, and you heard the crowd going, "Ah," and like cheering, because you just love to hear the guy speak. He's like your best friend from high school, only he's just a genius football coach as well. And it's his team that ends. You know, it's a full circle moment. There was the heartbreak 11 years ago against the Patriots, and the Seahawks got him back. And those players told me leading into it, they wanted one word, redemption, and they got it.
There are the Schneiders again here at the front of the parade. They've got their boys on there with them as well. And still the huge smiles, the waves for the crowd, and the front of the parade reaching a new set of fans who have been waiting here for hours to be able to see them. Tossing out the candy.
And Mike McDonald's not far behind them.
Yeah, he should be in the next vehicle right behind, right? So, there he is.
He's got the Hallis Trophy from the NFC title.
That's got to be exciting for him. Just the whirlwind of it all, being on Kimmel.
He's recording it, right? I mean, he's got to love that.
He mentioned on Kimmel how he's become a couple different memes, one of them being, "We did not care." Right?
Oh, what a moment.
That's so great. There's a great moment online and social media of those two right after the game. That was magical. Anybody with a heart needs to go back, find that video, and watch it. It's so good.
Where his wife asked how his day was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Great people, great guy. I mean, it's just, again, when we on our newscast talk about the culture and how special it is, I think that certainly, and there is Clint right there. So he did come back from Vegas. There is Clint Kubiak in the brownish, greenish coat.
Yeah, he couldn't miss
There's
this.
no way he was going to miss it. So
as you mentioned, he had his news conference, but there are plane trips between here and there.
Hey, thank you, Clint. If you can hear us, you can't. But
no, I think it's sad to lose him, but you can't take away that the difference he made here and the opportunity he created for himself to be able to go be a head coach.
It's a good problem. Yeah, it's a good problem, you know, and it's special to see. We want to, you know, again, we have our KOMO reporters up and down the route, right, Steve?
We do, and you know, going back to what you were just saying a second ago about Clint and this special thing, the thing that we have to worry about now with the success of the Seahawks is that as long as we keep winning, we're going to be the team that people try and steal away from.
That's very true.
They're going to try to emulate
It's the best compliment,
right?
We want your coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. I wrote an article about this. Check it out at KOMOnews.com. The rest of the NFL is going to try to copy this, but they can't. They're going to try, but they can't, because you can't. Mike McDonald's one of one. This culture is so unique. It's so special in that way as well. We want to take you up ahead to the parade. Stella's son is standing by. Biggest 12 I know, Stella. What do you see?
Oh my goodness. So we are in the thick of the parade right now. It looks like the confetti vest is following. We just saw Coach Mike McDonald carrying that NFC Champions trophy. The crowd noise is electric. I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones right now, and I can still hear the piercing screams of the 12s as we're seeing the players, some of the coaches. We saw John Schneider rolling down the parade route with his family. You can see that confetti bus making its way down 4th Avenue right now. It has been non-stop noise. Folks have just been cheering their heads off right now. People are just taking in this moment. What a sight to see. Our Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. You can see right now more folks. The parade route continues its way. We've got some SPD officers making sure that the crowd is staying controlled here. But it's looking like we've got another bus making its way down the route. It's kind of tough to see from our vantage point exactly who is on this double-decker bus right now, but it still stretches down miles. We have fans who are climbing, it looks like, the roof, or at least the overhang of the old Macy's building, the Bon Marché. And it looks like the crowd just trying to stay as loud as they can as we see more folks coming down the parade route right now. This is seriously so incredible. As someone who attended the 2014 first Super Bowl parade, being able to experience this again as a member of the media working for KOMO News is truly a dream come true. It is amazing to see all of these fans. We have been speaking with fans off and on. We've recorded a few interviews, and we'll have more sound from them coming up on KOMO News at 3:30 and 5. You can see we've got more players coming down the route right now on this double-decker bus. Go Hawks! It looks like we got some family members as well, some kids right now, wives and girlfriends of some of the players from what it looks like. We're coming down the route right now, and we've got another bus that continues to follow suit right now. It's pretty loud out here. I've got a microphone that is funneling out a lot of the crowd noise, but even through my noise-canceling headphones, it is really tough to hear the crowd right now. We're going to send it back over to you guys. We're going to continue to get some of the video here as we wait for more of the buses to make its way down this route. But for now, I'll just send it back to you guys.
All right, Stella, we're looking at a camera shot that I think is what's headed your way. So I can tell you you're about to see the Lombardi Trophy and some really happy celebratory Seahawks players.
We got A.J. Barner in the white tank top. Zach Charbonnet, tough to see his injury. He's a Super Bowl champ. He can provide so much of this team. Cam Akers in there as well. Just a really special scene to see these players enjoying that, pumping up the crowd. A.J. Barner is a character. He is so much fun to watch. So I'm glad the fans are going to, you can see that with the cowboy hat we just saw go by. And there it is, the Lombardi Trophy that'll be on display at the Virginia Mason Athletic Center forever. Forever. I love when I walk in there and see the one from 48. Now I get to see two when we walk in. They're going to have to do some decorating around there, that's for sure.
This is just, as I watch these images, and yes, we saw these vehicles drive past us a short time ago, but it's still, it makes me like I get goosebumps when I watch this, because we relive every moment from the beginning, from the preseason to now. It's been a great ride.
Let's just take this in again for a few minutes. Let's watch these guys go by and that Lombardi Trophy high up in the air for the 12s.
Lucas repping the Cougs with that. You gotta love
it. There's the yell of Go Cougs.
Ty Okada in there as well.
Go Cougs!
Mike Morris going by. Gray Zabel, first round pick. What a revelation he was. There's Sam Darnold.
Uncle Sam!
right, I'm glad we've got this shot because I think he was on the other side of the street from us and we couldn't really see him.
And Jake Bobo with him as well.
Yeah.
They both have their fiancés on board.
I love it.
There's Drew Lock.
There's my boy, Drew Lock.
Awesome. And Cooper Kupp with the Griffey throwback Mariners jersey.
Oh, that's great. Okay, yeah, these guys were facing the other side of the street when they went by us, so we didn't get to catch sight of them.
Take that in, Seattle. Take that shot in right there. Look at that, hanging on their barriers there.
Look at these amazing fans right here. Look at these amazing fans.
They're giving a shout out there to the amazing fans, and this city really has turned out today. As we continue to watch these scenes from the championship parade celebrating our world champion, Seattle Seahawks, let's check back in with KOMO's Chris Daniels. Chris, you're getting your steps in today, walking this parade route.
Yes, we've walked the entire route at this point, Molly, and you can see that the parade is now getting to us here at 4th and Vine, and there is a crowd here as well that goes several rows deep, and you can see the lead from the military and Blue Thunder as they come through. I know you've already seen this once or twice today, and there are people outside their windows hanging off decks that have been waiting out here since 6 in the morning up against this fencing, and you can see that everybody is capturing it with their cell phones. This is that moment in time that we've alluded to, 12 years in the making since that last Super Bowl. I'll just get out of the way and let you listen to Blue Thunder here, and we can see the Seagulls behind them and the players and city leaders as well. Quite the scene as we near the end of this Super Bowl victory parade, this championship parade down 4th Avenue here. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people out.
Making the rounds there.
All right.
Early. You know, one thing I talked to Cliff Averill last week, and I asked him, like, is it fair to compare the Legion of Boom to this? And he said, no, it's not fair, different eras. But this team, just like this parade, has its own identity. There's something special about it, that team 12 years ago was something we'll never forget, and they did something amazing. I love that top four bald guys.
Bald guys.
K9. But, you know, this team was special in its own way. They were different, and they achieved the same goal. And it was really cool to hear that from one of the big members of the Legion of Boom, to hear it in that way that, hey, listen, we love those guys just as much as all the fans do. We want them to have that success. And I thought that was a really cool, really a neat thing that era of players has come in to talk to this team, that there is this synergy, understanding what both teams in both eras mean to our city.
Yeah, we don't see it, but when you're at the games on the sidelines, a lot of those legacy players are there watching, right?
Always. Always.
Yeah. I remember the last time I was with you on the sidelines, I was looking around like, wait, all these guys who are retired players, they come to town and they watch these games.
It's kind of like a party. I mean, I think every game I see Cliff. I think every game I see Jermaine Kearse. I think every game I see Michael Bennett. There's other guys that have other obligations, like Richard Sherman does a lot of the national football games now. But it is a testament. It is a testament to those guys and understanding that they are forever linked to bringing a Super Bowl to Seattle. So they know better than anybody what these players are doing right now and what they have achieved for this city. And so it really is a special thing because again, there's been a lot of questions. Oh, which defense is better, Legion of Boom or the Dark Side defense? Full disclosure, I was in the elevator with Tom Brady ahead of the NFC Championship game, and I asked him that, and he kind of smiled. He used some language I won't repeat on TV, but he used it to make his point that it's pretty close. And it's just a really neat thing in that way because everybody was comparing it, right? But to these guys, there was no comparison because it was different. It wouldn't bear to do so. Legion of Boom was elite. So was the Dark Side defense, and both brought a championship to the Pacific Northwest.
Incredible. And they're facing different teams too. Like everything has to evolve, and they both hold such special places in our hearts.
We see the shot here. This is 4th and Virginia, I believe, further north up closer to the Space Needle. And the contrast of what things are like further south on this route. It's much quieter down here at 4th and Cherry. We have people who are lined up and down Cherry all the way to 5th. Now people are actually walking down 4th to get back to their cars or however they got to downtown Seattle.
These SDOT cameras are just giving us another great vantage point of what it looks like. As you said, that's 4th and Virginia, and look, it is still absolutely packed there because they've been waiting for the parade to get to them for their turn to see it all, and these fans would wait even longer if they had to. There's no doubt about it. One of those SDOT cameras, I think it was at 4th and Olive, it looked like they changed it to Go Hawks Avenue.
You know the emotion I'm feeling right now, guys? You know, like when you were a kid on Christmas morning and like when it was coming, you were so excited to open the presents. And now that the parade has passed us, like it's gone, I'm like, oh man. Like,
I want to do it again.
I want to do it again. Oh, but for those fans up there that are about to have their Christmas morning in February, good for you because you'll never forget it.
Realistically, too, though, Nico, this does shorten the layoff for the next time we see football because we've had an elongated season.
Yeah, certainly. And there's a few things to note. By winning the Super Bowl, the Seahawks will open the NFL schedule. At least that's the way it's gone the last few years. So they'll play a Thursday night game to kick off the season. The NFL schedule gets released in May, so we'll find it out then. But in just a few weeks, you know, early to mid-March is the new league year, and that's when those guys I mentioned earlier, K9, Reek Woolen, Kobe Bryant, Rashid Shaheed, Josh Jobe, become official free agents, and other teams are certainly going to try and pluck them from Seattle. Other guys, Seattle's going to make a huge effort to keep here in town. The reality is I'm not sure they can keep everybody, but it's going to be one of those things that's a part of the business a few weeks after. But to your point, you know, for the last few years, that's been a full 2 months after. Now it's about 3 weeks after. Yeah. So it's going to be an interesting thing as we move forward, because then all of a sudden you're talking about the draft in April and everything, as to your point, which was a great one, gets abbreviated when you are the world champion. Hey, let's give a shout out to Boom, by the way. Boom is a good mascot, too. Please get down from that post safely.
I know, those are making me so nervous. I just want today to be perfect the whole time, and that means nobody can fall off of a traffic light. So this is getting pretty close to the end of the parade, making their way through Belltown now.
That's our Legends vehicle, I believe, yep. Dave Wyman, you can hear him on the radio on Sundays. Jim Zorn getting everybody fired up.
How great that he's still here and associated and helping out with the team, and a face who's present. Again, going back to those people who've been fans the whole 50 years, right?
Yeah.
Like there are people who were so excited as kids 50 years ago when this team came, and they have been devoted Seahawks fans the whole time. So to have the legends roll out from all different phases of this team is really special today.
There's a really cool thing to think about with that synergy. We're going to take a quick break for you. We'll be right back with more of this championship parade.
See what you got.
Back to our KOMO News Championship Parade coverage, sponsored by WaFd Bank, built for business.
And welcome back here to downtown Seattle for our coverage of this championship parade. If you've been with us since we started at 11 a.m., you can see it's quite different here at 4th and Cherry now, where the parade has made its way through.
I think that it's just really something we can take in. I was out, like, again, a minute ago lamenting that it already passed, but now I'm soaking in the scenes that we saw, and I could see Mike McDonald and his wife on that. I could watch that the whole day.
Right, and these are people seeing Mike McDonald and his wife for the first time.
Right.
You know, that's the great thing about a 2-mile parade route. You can get 1 million people in to watch.
Yeah, our Jeremy Harris is down near the end of the parade where the action is taking place right now. Jeremy, what is it like down there?
Hey. Go Hawks, baby. And Nico, this is the moment that thousands of people have gathered here. They are watching and waiting as they've been now seeing the parade reach the sort of the end of the route here, as we're starting to see the beloved coach and the players that are coming through this stretch right now, and they are being greeted with just such love from the fans here, the Seahawks fans. You can see this coming out live as the players make their way right down here through the middle of Belltown at the intersection of 4th and Vine. We've seen confetti. We've seen some Mardi Gras beads being thrown off of balconies. Folks are waving flags, and this is really the moment that everybody has been waiting for since early this morning, waiting to get their one chance here to tell these players thank you so much for a great season and for one heck of a win at the Super Bowl. Just an incredible feeling right now being on the streets of downtown Seattle as folks are seeing this moment that they have not just waited today for, but really waited for the last 12 years since we've seen this moment coming through the streets of Seattle to say the Seahawks are the world champions. And as you can see, it is just hard to even describe how many people have come here to downtown Seattle. The streets are absolutely full, half a block deep on either side as people are trying to get as close as they can here to the barricades to see the Seahawks and to just celebrate with the team. And so we're seeing some of the different trucks here. You know, and one thing, here's something that stuck out to me. This looks like the Washington Army National Guard. These are the same trucks and the same National Guard soldiers who just a couple months ago were out working and helping people here in Washington who'd suffered through these devastating floods. The same equipment was used during that, and now here it is, bringing home our beloved Seattle Seahawks to the streets of Seattle to come here and celebrate with the city and celebrate with the fans as they are now crowned world champions here after the Super Bowl. So just what a moment to be with everybody and to be with here in Seattle. And let's see. Oh yeah, we've got the buses coming up down. These are the double-decker buses, which appear to be carrying some more members of the team here. Is that what you're seeing? Yeah, so just again, an incredible moment as you guys have seen this roll through. And really all the way from the Space Needle here at the tip of Belltown, 4th and Cedar, all the way down through City Hall where you guys were earlier. Just incredible to see this come through.
I love seeing it, Jeremy. Thank you for setting that scene for us there. I feel like, Nico, you talked about how being a kid at Christmas who you already opened your present. Right now I'm feeling like the parent at Christmas who knows what the gift is and that you're about to open it. There are some great things coming your way for you at the end of the parade route. You know, obviously it's the players, but the confetti and the people, the players who are down on the street walking and taking selfies with the fans. I just am feeling so happy for those people who have waited all this time to see the parade where they're standing, and the best part's still to come.
Yeah, I think for me, as I watch this, I remember that feeling at the end of the Mariners season.
Sure.
You know, we were so high during that series against the Blue Jays, and then for it to end the way it did was heartbreaking. And this feels, I know we're trying to redeem that loss in the Super Bowl against the Patriots before, but this also helps those Seattle sports fan who needed a win.
Well, certainly, it ended the heartbreak, like you perfectly said, of 11 years ago, of what we saw in October. I do think we're going to see one more parade here this year.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
And I think that this, listen, all those Mariners stars were at the Super Bowl. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Brian Wu. They were with the comedian Adam Ray, who loves this town. And it was just, they're watching this, and they want to deliver this in their own right as well.
Let's get back to KOMO's Chris Daniels, who's been walking the route. Players are walking it as well, Chris. You might be able to, get a high five in.
Yes, we've seen already some of the elected officials and the team officials. Chuck Arnold, the team president. We have seen John Schneider, the general manager. That is to give you an idea of where this parade now is in this route. We have now seen players jumping out, working the fence line here. We can see some have gotten out here further along the fence line to give some high fives to the crowd that have patiently been waiting. These ladies have been waiting for a very long time.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock this morning? You got here?
Yeah.
Who did you want to see?
Mike McDonald.
And you saw him?
Yes, I did.
And he led a cheer?
Yes, he did.
Where do you think this stands in Seattle history?
Oh, it can't be beat. It's just absolutely, the bar is now set so high for me because from beginning to end, this has been the best journey. This has been so much fun.
What do you think this means for the city of Seattle and for this region?
Oh, I really hope that, the faith in Seattle has just been lifted and that, we're back to being the best place to be. I just love being here. I'm so happy for my city. I'm so happy for everything that's happened.
Here comes the confetti right on cue. As we have more players hanging off the front of trucks, waiting for the confetti to fly. A party in Belltown like we haven't seen in a dozen years in Seattle. Hundreds of thousands of people lining 4th Avenue. And we can see the dancing is underway here as well. I've seen a couple of guys with maybe some adult beverages, some pops, as they have walked the line.
Yeah, Chris, there's a reason some of the guys have goggles with them. You might get sprayed by some champagne from your vantage point as well, from some of these trucks that are headed your way.
Well, we can see the double-decker bus here about to come in our way. Tariq Woolen.
Reek.
What's this parade meant for you?
A lot, honestly. So, I've been here for 4 years, and to be able to accomplish this is a blessing. With this team, with this city, with these people, it's a blessing, and it means a lot.
What do you think it means for this region of Seattle?
Everything. Just because the people deserve it. Everybody here is such lovely people, and they deserve it, man. We work so hard. They work so hard. They come to every game and support us. They deserve it, man.
Thank you.
Well, definitely.
Celebrate.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Of course.
And here we go with the double-decker bus on the other side. You can see who's holding some champagne. You've got some running low, some running high. As we've got another bus coming our way and the confetti all over 4th Avenue. These people have been patiently waiting on tops of towers, on tops of apartments for hours and hours. And I see the champagne coming as well. We didn't bring our waterproof gear.
Chris, thank you for bringing us those images there at the end of the parade. We'll let you step back and enjoy it with the fans who've been waiting for so long. This has been, as far as I can tell, a flawless parade today, thanks to the Seattle Police Department, the Seattle Seahawks, the city, the Seattle Sports Commission, Seafair put together a pretty incredible event for all of us to enjoy today. My face hurts from smiling so much.
Yeah, and there's a lot to look forward to, especially next year with the Super Bowl. Even, I think we'll be back next year. What do you think?
I think so. Super Bowl 61 on
right
KOMO.
Right here on KOMO, that's right.
That? And, there's always conspiracy theories about the logo and the colors. I think I see some Seattle-type colors in that logo. Hey, we watched history today. What a moment it was. We'll never forget it, Molly.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll have complete coverage for you coming up on our later newscasts. It has been an amazing parade. We hope you enjoyed it. We know we did here.
I just want to say we love the 12s. You guys are the best in the world. And now we're the best football team in the world. World champions.
It was awesome. It was like a dream come true.
One overwhelming and deafening advantage for the Seahawks, and that is you, the 12.